Hey, my name is Veey, and welcome to Veey's reading room. Today, the reading is going to be about what is in the near future. So between like 4 to 6 weeks from now, what's in store. The reading is timeless. So from whatever time that you just happen to come across this video, that's where we're getting started. The first option that we have here is the black Kyanite. This is like one of my first crystals I got. This is not the actual original one that I first got, but love this crystal. But choose what you think is best for you. And we have, of course, the second pile for the Amethyst and clear quartz. So stay tuned to see what's in store, and if the feelings and the the vibes are mutual, please like and subscribe. Hey, for the people who chose pile number 1, let's see what's in store for you guys for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, let's start with these tarot cards. All right. Okay. Pay attention to your finances. Okay. And reconciliation, interesting. Pay attention to your finances. Okay, let's see. Oops, sorry. Okay. Pay attention to work. Okay, so for the people who chose pile 1, I'm gonna pull out more cards. So with the pay attention to your finances and reconciliation, and then pay attention to work, because I'm doing 2 separate things to see if like 2 different energies. So I won't be shocked. Someone you know is dependable and insincere. For me, maybe there might be a situation where you might have to take time out from work, and it's going to make an impact. So for example, say if you have a vacation planned, and because of whatever has happened, your PTO is limited, so now you're gonna have to rearrange your finances so that like you're okay during that time gone. So I do things like a little different. It just depends how I feel, but this is how I do most of my readings now, ever since I got, this is the before tarot deck, regular tarot, and then after. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I don't really do so much droppers. I call them panty droppers, but I just pull. Confirmation for the pineapple card with the 3 of Cups here. We have here. Okay. And then I'm just gonna pull out. Funny thing is, I bought these AliExpress because I was like, oh, they have like. I felt kind of joke because like some of the Oracle cards that were not even like for real, they were bootleg, but this one I really like it. I don't even know if it's like really bootleg, but it's really good to me. Okay, let's see. Oh, and maybe pull out 2. So okay, so all right. So let's start with this side. So we have the 3 of Cups here, the Sun, and the Seven of Swords, and oh God, Seven of Wands here. And it says, this is the Three of Swords. Loving angels surround you to heal and comfort you. The sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important this situation has been for your spiritual growth. Take the time you need to forgive yourself and others so that you can embrace the future with joy. And then Three of Abundance. Okay. Your passions will lead you to your divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. Okay, so it might be both for some of you, or it might just be one, but I'm saying for me right now it's complementing both. So reconciliation, the Three of Swords, the Three of Thought. Oh my God, I'm sorry, my mind. The Three of Thought. So of course they're showing there was some type of like heartbreak in the past, like something hurt. Again, there's a separation. Maybe you don't talk to somebody anymore. Maybe you decide to disconnect the cord, or they probably have hurt you in the past. And I see somebody coming back, or it might be you going towards somebody that like maybe I don't want to go toward the ex route, but say if there's like an ex that you've been thinking about, or a friend. Again, friendships, they could take you through the ringer. So maybe there's like a friendship that was let go in the past, and either you and this person are coming towards you. So pay attention to your finances and reconciliation. So there's Three of Cups here. I see that this person's gonna offer you an opportunity to get together. Maybe it's a sit down for you guys to hash out your differences, or it's like an invitation just to hang out and just rekindle the relationship. Maybe the Three of the Swords doesn't have to be bad. People go through shit, and maybe this person has gone through this Three of Swords and they've been in hiding, and they had to work on themselves, and then they're coming back into society. And it probably had to do with their finances as well, because let's be honest here, there's been points in my life where due to my finances, I'm like, because I just need to focus on that. And with the Sun here, I feel like this person, say if they just straight up ghosted you, to me I feel like you're gonna find out the truth. But with the Sun here, I see that there will be happy times. But let's be for real here. Maybe it might not be of your best of interest to reconnect with this person as well. If you guys decide to consider reconciliation with this person, there might be a time of indulgence where it could become like an issue for you, where you're spending too much money, like where you're going to the bar or like the movies, like you're going together, getting going to restaurants, trying out different experiences, hanging out with each other. And the thing is, you again, it's a little bit of overindulgence. There's a possibility there. And then the Seven of Wands reverse. With this card in reverse, it's giving me that you're gonna end up putting your guard down, right? Maybe it's to put your guard down just to talk to the person, because again, some people are not meant to come back in your life again. Let's be honest here. Maybe it's just time to just let them go, and then you say what you gotta say, and then you get the clarity that you need to get, and then you move on with your life, right? No what's, if, ands, and buts. Or it can show this person, like, say, again, if someone is going through something and they went MIA, to like maybe they lost their job, they're coming back around. That's what I see here for this section. And then boom, 3 of action. So 3 of wands. Things are working out beautifully. That your ship has come in. It's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. Pay attention to work. Okay, so for at work, maybe oh, creepy. That was my computer. Okay, with work, maybe there's a reason it went boom for a moment. So the 5 of Pentacles, maybe somebody has to go out on leave. It might be you, like I said before, maybe it might be you going out on leave, or for example, say somebody has to go out on maternity leave or parental leave, or because the thing is, with the Amethyst reverse here for me, there's a sense of lack, right? To me, she gives me 10 of Pentacles, like, vibes. And, like, there's, like, an overindulgence, right? She gives me 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups vibes, 6 of Wands. Okay, let me stop. But with it in reverse, again, we all know the energy is repressed. So, with the 9 of Swords reverse for me here, I feel like you're gonna have to go out and face it. Like, it's like something that you're worried about, that you're like really worried about. It's gonna come true, and you're gonna have to face it. Okay. Or with this 5 of Pentacles here and the Empress, maybe something might be going on with a feminine energy within your life, right? Where for example, if you're in a relationship, maybe the feminine energy is not able to work, or they might have lost their job. So, and the thing is, it's kind of like you knew it was coming. So there's that. It could show an unexpected pregnancy too, I could say. Or it could be that maybe it's the masculine counterpart. They're not working, so now the female has to go into overload with this, like, maternal energy to make ends meet, in order to compensate for the other partner. And it's like, it's a fear. But for me, this card doesn't mean that this person is insincere at all. It's just that at that moment you can't really, it's like, some people, they're going through things, and like I said before, people are going through things, so they kind of make empty promises, but not with a malice intentions. They're just worried about, like, how can I say that, letting down the other person here. So with this Empress here, and if it's correlating with this part, somebody who's been gone from work, there's a potential where they're finally returning too. And to me, it's more has to do with the female part, like, female energy. Also, if it's leaning more towards this, the 5 of Pentacles here, there's a star there. So maybe there's this maternal energy, because let's be honest, sometimes we deal through things where we have to go and put our tails between our legs, and we have to go toward this energy, right? Maybe it's like, this masculine energy, or it's just like, say if you're just like the Empress, where it's like it's just the energy is just repressed, right? You're gonna have to go to this person and depend on them, and you don't want to. Maybe this Empress can be like financially abusive, or like say you lost your job and you have to move back home, right? And you have to go live back with mom and dad, but mom could be a little bit too much, okay? And the thing is, you're not able to have the same freedoms that you used to have before, okay? It doesn't have to be mom and dad. It could just be anybody in general, where, again, this person is helping you. I mean, this candle is lit here, letting you know that there's help. Like my friend used to say, says, just leave a candle at the window. Like, you know, when you're waiting for someone to come back, like the door is open. So you know that this door is open, but you're kind of scared to go towards it. But again, you're gonna have to put on your big boy, big girl panties, or boxers, I don't know, undergarments, and you're gonna have to do what you gotta do, okay? And because of this, it says, be willing to travel if necessary. You might have to travel to work, okay? Or like, again, it might be that because somebody has left the workplace, or because of whatever's going on in the workplace, you're going to be taking on way more than you expected, and you could be traveling for work, or maybe there's an event that, like a project that you need to take care of, that can where you might most likely end up traveling, okay? But the thing is too, the ship that's coming in, to me, you don't want to go board that ship. You don't want to. Again, there's an opportunity like to help you during this time, but it's saying that you might, if there's no other way, it's saying just to go towards. I don't know why I just want to say the miserable old lady, but it doesn't have to be a miserable old lady. It could just be like a feminine energy, feminine energy, who's just like overdoing it, who's majorly controlling, and she's probably telling you to do this, but you know how you need to do things, and the thing is, you're trying to help yourself, but sometimes they get a little bit too involved. It's like giving me, like, with my grandmother, when I was trying to iron my clothes, and she would complain how I was doing it wrong, and she was like, just move and just, take care of it. All right, well, pile 1, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Again, if the feelings are neutral, please like and subscribe. But again, thanks for joining me with Veey's reading room. Okay, so for the people who chose pile number 2, let's see what's in store for you for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And again, this reading is timeless, so whenever it gets to you, and just start from there. Okay, let's see. And letters. So for the people who chose pile 2, so for some people it might be both, or one might be more the energy might be more focused on which side, because I'm pulling out for 2 different sides. So we have here C, Quartz, family matters, and decipher, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So again, if you it could be family wise, or like say if you have like a group of friends and they're like literally your family. Again, for me, there's an issue, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. There's an issue going on, where I feel like maybe it might be like something has been going on for a while, and then maybe, or more likely somebody's gonna be like, hey, what you doing? And then news is on the way, misunderstanding, short journey. Let me pull out more cards for this. Okay. All right, and then for the people who chose, okay, I'm just gonna check what they are. Okay. I do take cards that fall out. I call them panty droppers. But if there are too many, I'm gonna put them back, and I pretty much choose all of them. Okay, I pretty much choose everything. And we'll see from here what we get from here. Alright, but if they fall, they fall. But I'm just I just pick, okay. I feel like this one goes on that side. Okay, we have a 3 of Swords. I don't like that card. Okay. So again, this is the before deck. This is like, you know, the regular writer's deck, and then we have the after. Shuffling along here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'll take these two from this side. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I think I want to pull out more. Okay. Oh, this is what I find it when I get this deck and it's like double up, like, ah. Okay, I want to see what's going on with this Queen of Wands. Okay, hold on, let's see here. Just want to make sure we're still recording. If I have to start all over again. Okay, let's see. So I have this, like, what's the tea, like, tarot deck. I like it. Like, you see how it's like kind of slippery? I like it because it's like it's always spilling the tea for me. It's spilling the tea, but I only use it for like clarifiers. Okay, because I want to know what's this Justice Reverse going on here, and I think I'm gonna end up using that other deck. I'm just gonna go snatch it. Dust off. To me, this is like a slow change. Okay, I'll take one of these. Yeah, this card's funny. I'm gonna get. There you are. Okay. I didn't mean to pull out these two. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, I pulled out way more cards for you guys. Okay. All right, so pile number 2. So family matters, indecisive, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And then we have here, and I have an angel. So we have messenger of emotion. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message. Pages of Wands, double. Receive a message expressing feelings that you did not even know were developing. A social invitation can soon be on its way. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with one of the kindest intentions. This could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. Okay, we have competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the older woman, the other woman, and then conditional love, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. It says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. We have dusted off, her ego getting in the way of a relationship. Okay, so for some of you guys, I think this has to do with your kids. Okay, I want to clarify what this 3 of Swords is. Okay, again, for me, I feel like it's just like we have like a bunch of messages. So we have this Page of Swords here, right? Page of Swords. And of course, the birds are messengers. And it's black. It's a black crow. So crows don't usually mean good news. Okay? And then we have the Ace of Swords here. Again, there's a message. So you could be hearing about something going on with one of your children if you have children, okay? So people who are separated, right? Who are not in a relationship, but the person you have kids with, it's either you or them they're gonna tell you of something that has happened. Okay? And some injustice has happened to your child. Like something, like again, either say if your child's going through like a court case, right? It's not gonna work out in their favor, or they're gonna suffer the consequences for their action. Right? And then with the unconditional love, to me, again, you know, with your kids, it shows to me that you're going to give them that unconventional, unconditional love to assist them. And remember where it says at the beginning of a new emotional experience that can grow into something deeper. This is going to be a learning experience for them. And because of this, it's going to impact the family. Very greatly. Say if it's just kids or just in general, to meet this person, like again, it's the Page of Swords, right? One day they'll become the king, right? And it kind of reminds me of the Lion King type of vibes, okay? We have Simba there. One day he's gonna be, the king, the King of Wands, but he's gonna, misuse that fire, okay? And then again with this sword, He's inexperienced. He doesn't know. Like, to me, usually Page of Swords people, they're really great with their words. They're really good at talking with people. But the thing is, when I mean they're good with their words, it's either to strike a conversation, like, or gain information, or to, tell somebody off. So you might hear about, like, maybe your kid getting suspended at school. If it has nothing to do with, or like, say if you have a court case or like divorce case or something, it might not work in your favor. It most likely will not work in your favor. There's somebody on the other side who, who is impacting this outcome. If you do not have kids, I believe that someone stabbed you in the back, and you're gonna hear about it. And to me, with this Three of Swords, for both like all scenarios, again, it's just waiting for it to be pierced. Some of you might even know it's coming. This is the thing with the before, like, tarot deck, like, you get to see the story before there's a message. To me, there has been warnings, or like, you ever heard of that saying, like, God drops some pebbles before he drops the bulldozer or the boulder on you. I just want to clarify this. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Three of Swords too, I think someone might end up having to get surgery too. Or like someone ends up getting hurt. You're going to be hearing a message. And to me, it's going to come from this person. I want to understand. To me, somebody, okay, with the dust off card, and then her ego, in the way of a relationship, and the Six of Wands right here, I believe somebody did something really, really stupid, and it's coming back to bite them. It could be like, for an example, it was a while back ago, but like someone in the neighborhood, the kids went, they took the car out for the joyride. He didn't have his driver's license. He went and showed off, and then it ended up resulting in some people's lives dying. I'm not trying to be like, so, like, people end up losing their lives, but I'm not trying to be like morbid, but I'm just saying this person, whatever they did, they're gonna suffer the consequences of their action. To me, I feel like the guidance is that this person's gonna it's gonna be a lot, so it's just like, help them cope through this emotion, forgive themselves, and help them carry on so that they don't make the same mistake again. Okay, dust off to me is like, you need to help them pick themselves up. Okay, it doesn't matter what scenario, you need to help this person pick themselves up, and help them with this situation. If it's not another person, and say if it's you need to dust yourself off. Someone's gonna come and help you. To me, it's gonna be like somebody you least expect. Okay, they're gonna come. For some people, it might be because, again, it's a female. To me, because like this male is trying to. With the Six of Wands is reversed for me, this person is like, and with this Page of Swords right here, they were doing something just to get somebody's attention. But if it's you need to pick yourself up. There's going to be someone to help you along the way. But again, I would be careful with everything. Oh my God. Okay, you saw me shuffle. I'm not trying to be, for me, again, I'm getting car too. Maybe it has to do with traveling, or maybe there's an actual physical fight. It could be battery too. The swords are also communication, so maybe there was some illegal like stuff like a, it could deal with, I wouldn't say documentation, well yes, documentation that's legal related too. But there's this message, and this person with this sword stuck here, so this is for the tarot deck, they're going to be stuck. But again, with this sword here, this experience is going to help mature them so they can evolve into the king, so they can wear this crown. This gives me kind of like Jesus type of vibe, like, you know, crucifixion. Like, to me, this person's gonna be crucified for their actions. You know, on the third day, Jesus has risen, and then, you know, the cloth was there, but I just feel like this is like representing too. And then I'm getting like the thorns on the head as well. But again, this person, please have, yes, just have, I'm not saying like to baby them, but I'm just saying just have compassion with them during this time. I'm sorry for being so morbid. So for the second part here, we have news is on the way, misunderstanding, short journey, successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy or a sense of completion and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. Marrying each other, self-image, relationship reflect our rooms, introspection, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events, over in your head. Okay. For me, this is the world card for this deck, successful completion. Okay. For me, there's an offer with this Ace of Cups here. And to me, this offer with the Tower reverse there, it's going to be like a slow change, okay? Slow change. And then the broke ass card. Okay, so for this deck, to me, it's like you take what you take from it. It doesn't have to be the literal meaning. And then with this Magician right here, it could be a woman, but to me, this person is this person's gonna be offered an opportunity. And with this Queen of Wands here, Wands of reverse here, I don't feel like they have the confidence to get whatever done with this Magician here. Broke ass, to me, the resources. Okay, with this short journey, for some of you, it could be if you're going to school, you're worried about the resources, about maybe that FAFSA. The FAFSA can only go such a long way. Or, you know, your federal loans, and you're trying to figure out what resources will I have. It's you know, February 1st when I'm recording this, actually. So maybe by the time you get to this reading, you're trying to figure out if this person is in school. You know, summer semester, they do not provide FAFSA. If you're in America too. If you're in America, God bless us right now. God help us. And then so yeah, so maybe you're trying to figure out funding because of, like, you know, the circumstances that are going on. And usually they don't provide financial assistance during the summer if you received assistance during the fall and spring semester here. I just want to pull out another clarifier. For like, again, I don't know if I said this before, I feel like some of you are going to be offered a job position, right? And it's like, to me, there's going to be some type of training to go along with it, but again, you still don't have the confidence. I feel like that while there is like a mental block from, like, again, outdated thinking, marry yourself, So to me, for me, you might be one of those people who really do well in your job, but you just overestimate things, and you're like, oh, I don't think my colleagues like me, and you have like false like a false image of yourself, and you're actually doing a real good job. To me, it's more, I don't see anybody against you. It's more, it's all in your brain. And with this Four of Swords here, I just feel like you just need to give yourself a little bit more time in order for yourself to come out. Okay? To me, I feel like there's a type of learning here. Okay? So you can be able to perform a task. If it's not job related and you don't have a job, you might be getting ready to get something done where, again, you might not have the confidence to get it completed. Maybe it has to do with a trip, or making like arrangements to go on a trip, or just to accomplish something in general. There's going to be some type of travel. So for example, for this horse card, I've had it come from like when, like, you know, in Orlando, and I had to drive to Tampa, so that's a short journey with that traffic. Like, you know, Orlando, Florida to Tampa, Florida. Miami, that's a long journey because that's like 4 hours. But anyway, besides the point. That's okay. Let's get back to this. I'm rambling. To me, with the Wheel of Fortune, for me personally, I don't think that it's bad things happening. Again, you, with this Queen of Wands here, you're causing confusion for yourself. Okay? Or to me, it could be that someone's gonna, you've been offered an opportunity and someone's not able to help you to get it done as well. This person's not able to provide you with the resources you need. So it's just like, with the Wheel of Fortune there's some type of like, because again, okay, so there's the completion, so the 10s and the 0s. So for me, the 1s and the 0s is like in the transition to the 1, right? The 1 is the new beginning. So to me, it's like either you or somebody does not have the resources for you to complete something, but again, it's going to take some time. And I feel like this is like, the misunderstanding is more of like a mental block, and then maybe you get into the job and it's not what you expected, and it doesn't have to be a job, it's more than what you expected. Okay? But for me, you're ready to move on to this next chapter. It will bring you emotional fulfillment within the 4 to 6 week time frame. I still feel like you're still learning. I feel like maybe like 3 months, like it could be around that time period, but then like 3 months or more, that's where I feel like this Magician's gonna turn right side up. Okay? And you have everything that you need in order to get whatever you need done. So because the Four of Swords to me can be like you're getting out when you're not ready, but I feel like you just need to relax a little bit, and then resources, right? Like, you know, expert, you're ready to come out for the people, right? It's like medical school, internship, not just even internship, or like just a workshop. Okay. Let's see here. I kind of want to pull out another clarifier just for like more people. Oh guys, I don't know why it's so. Researching your info, study, getting information. So yes, confirmation here that you are trying to get the stuff that you need in order to get this task completed. Okay, start this new beginning. Again, it's all in you. Work on some affirmations as well to help, and also try to create like balance in your life so you don't stress out yourself, because you know when you're training for something, you can get like really bad burnout, and then it just causes like really bad burnout. And then for the short journey, it could be like, if it is job related, they might want you to take on a project and you're not ready for it, but you are. But they're gonna get you ready and prepped and ready to go. Or like a new position where they want you to perform more responsibilities that you do not have confidence doing. With the Queen of Wands, I think there's probably like a presentation or there's some type of speaking. Yeah. Well, that's all for pile number 2. Let's go and let's get pile 3 done. Thank you. If the feelings are neutral, please like and subscribe. And just pile 3. This is your reading for the near future, the next 4 to 6 weeks. Let's go, because pile 2. Say a little prayer for pile 2. Just say the prayer for them. Okay, let's see. Okay. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Changes in your life. It doesn't have to be romance in here, because I've got this card and I was like, ooh, something's coming along. And nothing happens. And it's just like a relationship is just deepening, platonic, or very rarely romantic. Very rarely for me, but okay, so for people who chose pile 3, I have the Before Tarot deck here. So I like to use this deck, and I like to use this deck with the regular and then after. Okay, and that's how I work. And then I'm doing 2 separate. One side might be for you, and then one maybe the other. Or both. Let's see. Easy double. Okay. Guess I'll just take these 2. Who does the devil need up? Okay, I'll take 2 for if it came out, it came out. I call them, I don't know why, I don't usually have cards that fall out that often, but they're falling. I take, if it's too much, I don't take them. If I do have fall out, this is for this side, I call them panty drummers. So we got some panty drummers. Okay, so we have new home, new attitude, romance is in the air. For me, with this deck, it doesn't actually mean romance is in the air. It's more like along the lines that a relationship is deepening either platonic or romantically in a period of prosperity and abundance. But with this double here, I see glutton, Ten of thought. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sign of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move forward. It's important to fully let go of this juncture, and someone in your life may finally be free of his or her addiction or codependency. This deck, I don't know where I got it from AliExpress. I was like, okay. And like, sometimes this deck be scaring me sometimes. Cause I'm like, how do you know? And it was like, okay, but anyway, besides the point. 7 of emotion. Your angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone. Ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. Some of you people, I'm feeling with this card. It's time to move on. Don't go back. It doesn't matter if it's a family member. It doesn't matter if it's a friend. It doesn't matter if it's a job. I don't know if I mentioned if it's a boo too. If it's a boo, don't do it. It's a devil meeting. And then, oh, let me get the coins. Let me get the coins before they sent to me. Okay. Okay, so 10 of thoughts. So for me, it's kind of like sounding like pile 1, like there's just kind of like reconciliation coming through. But if you see here with this door, it's time to me, and you see how she's looking back. You know when they see when somebody looks back that they care. I just want to make sure you're reporting real quick because I can't see from. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you know how some people say that. Let me cover. Okay, just making sure. Like, if somebody cares, like, they're walking, there's like a person you're attracted to and they walk, and then you happen to look back and they look back, they want something, right? So that's what I'm getting here. But like, okay, let's make it whatever. So maybe I don't want to be that person, but like maybe an ex might come back, right? But to me, the relationship is not gonna go anywhere. Or maybe if you're in a situationship, somebody needs to get tickled. When I mean tickled, like they're trying to come back to get tickled, but maybe it's not a good idea for you to get tickled, okay? I understand that there's different types of situations, right? But this tickle is gonna end up getting you chained, okay? I'm just gonna say it here, maybe if you tickle somebody, the outcome can result in a pregnancy. Sometimes I had the devil come up for like an STD too. But again, whatever you do sexually, but the thing is saying that to me, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like a karmic card. Don't do it. If they're ex that you've been waiting to come back, they're coming back. And if you're, again, this is February the 1st that it's on. Venus is in retrograde right now, so somebody about to come back. If this is not romantic, it could be a friendship. There's a codependent friendship, right? So say if somebody moves into town, okay, or like say if somebody's trying to move in with you, say like somebody's going through down in the dumps and like, hey, can I stay with you? And they're breaking out of it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And they're like, oh, I only stayed for 3 months. No, that 3 months is going to turn into 6 months, maybe even a year. Okay. If it's a job, they will have you like on a noose, and there's no way for you to get out of it. And then maybe because of your circumstances, you can't afford to leave that job yet. Or if it has to do with the contract, like a binding contract. So like I know for like now for teachers, if they decide to leave, they have to pay a certain amount to get out of their contract. Yeah. If it's a friend situation, do not. do not again, there's certain people that you just keep on arm's length. Maybe not even arm's length, maybe an eye's like you're blind to them. Okay. You will hear the thing is, a situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sign of relief. I believe the sign of relief is you letting go. Don't do it. And the thing is too, with the period of prosperity and abundance, I see it here that this person is gonna mess with your money. Maybe somebody wants to move in with you because, or maybe someone's looking for a sugar daddy or a sugar mama too. Or let's be honest here, sometimes you have that child. Okay, there's that child. And you're with whoever you're with, and you know if they move back in, Jesus Christ, don't do it. Or maybe it's your, a family member or something. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's what I see here. Okay, a situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sign of relief. To me, that's an action that you need to take. You need to let go. The decision is to wave by and walk out. New home, new attitude. Maybe for some of you need to create boundaries. That's what your issue is. You're too giving. And you know what happens to people who give too much? I'm guilty. They take advantage. So I kind of want to pull out for this. Connection, partnership, soul contract, yeah. Oh, another one came out. Unconditional, unconditional, fuck that shit. Do it. Or maybe it's that friend you need to cut off. And again, for the people who are in situationship, right? And you trying to get tickled, you better tickle yourself. Because if you don't tickle yourself, or find somebody else to have tickle you are chained, not in a good way. Okay, but anyway, let's go to this. So for, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but both sides might be for you, or might collaborate. So I'm just throwing out what's going on here. So we have deep friendship with someone of the same sex, changes in your life, increase in maternal wealth or spiritual growth. Let's see here. Choose freedom. Obstacles you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from obstacles obstacles that you are so focused on by choosing a different path. This is correlating with this one. Turn your thoughts away from negativity. You're heading out of that door. And instead of envisioning endless other possibilities you might act upon. For me, with the increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, again, to me, everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson until you do that shit again. Maybe you need to do it again. Maybe you need a chapter maybe 5, 6, 7. But I see here, to me again, this is correlating this with this. I think it's involving a man. Okay. If not, for majority of you guys, it's gonna be a man. But you need to be this emperor. Set boundary. He is all 4 kings. You need to stand your ground. You need to tell these people not to come into your castle, because you cannot. To me, you have too much stuff going on. This person's going to cause a burden, and the relationship, whoever this is going to cause codependency. And it's going to become so much, you're going to end up having to drop them. Let's put it this way. You're setting this person up for failure if you take them in. They're better off starting with someplace else. Or being somebody else's problem. For me, again, it has to do with somebody who is the same sex as you, most likely. Or like, say if you are like in relationships, you're like the masculine or feminine counterpart, then it would be that way. It doesn't matter what the sex is. For me, it's about energy. There's so many flavors and fluctuations, and it's great to live in an age when you can be able to do that. And then changes in your life. The full moon. So the full moon's around the corner too. Maybe the full moon, since it's a fish care card, full moon in Pisces, full moon Aries the Ram. I think this new home doom attitude. Oh, it could be like, I don't know, why am I getting some people coming back from prison? Like, somebody come back from prison and you're like, yo, can I stay with you? And you'd be like, nah. Don't care. And to me, like, their energy is still misdirected. Like, for some of you, you know, some people you just need to walk away from, but maybe you could be like, point, you know, just help them light up that stick that they need, so that they can lead the way. You know, like the hermit, you know, you light the fire and lead them. They can figure it out once they're in the cave. You just gave them some fire, and they can figure it out. Yeah, so this is correlating with this, that somebody's coming back. To me, this person's gonna change. If it's a male counterpart involved as well, with the King of Wands reverse here in the Devil, I don't like it. To me, this person might end up being like, to me, if it's like a masculine, like for me, this person's gonna, forget it, say it this way, forget what I just said. This person's gonna be in their masculine energy. They're gonna use manipulation to get to aggressiveness. Think about an aggressive Aries. You don't want to cross them. Scorpios are scary too, but anyway, no offense to you guys. But anyway, I'm saying that this person's gonna be very aggressive and very demanding on getting what they want. They might have shown up on your door, right? And what do? Nobody's home. You turn off all the lights, or if you have to, call the police for them to escort them out. Like. Be this emperor right here, okay? This is your kingdom. You have the authority to let whoever to let in and out of your kingdom. You have control of who you want to send to the gallows, who you want to behead. Off with your heads. And some people might. Okay? And the thing is too, like, if you say this person's not terrible and they just really need some help, there's other ways to help them, okay? But not them moving in with you, and then you need to create boundaries. Like, I'm sorry, like out the ass, because this person's gonna take advantage, okay? And then they're gonna keep on poking and poking and poking and poking until you're like, nope, okay? Just be careful. Take it, you don't take it slow as a snail. But again, to me, King of Wands too, like, to me, they're like, for me, when I see the kings of the different kings, like, suits as like a sign of aggression, King of Swords, to me, it's like the one who would get in your face, and it's just like, King of Cups is gonna mind fuck you, like to the point that you're crying. Swords is gonna like tell you some shit where you're like, the fuck. Then King of Pentacles, for me, they're more like financial abuse. King of Wands, I'm not saying all, but like, you know, if you guys are in an abusive relationship, it doesn't matter if it could be mentally, it doesn't have to be physical. So the King of Wands is more physical, right? Where it's more like verbal and emotional, and it doesn't have, like, again, like, it could be a man or a woman. To me, this person is in their masculine energy in a bad way, but, or some of, like, majority, but with this devil here, or like some of them, they have like no street smarts, like, whatsoever. So this is all I have for this reading. Thanks for staying tuned. Again, if the feelings are neutral, please like and I just kicked something. Like and subscribe, and come join me for more readings.